Good day, Ateneans! Days have passed since we ignited our engines for this year's Ignite, and we already have winners at some of our Ignite events.
And today we will be witnessing a new event, so buckle up and enjoy. We welcome you to one of the most awaited days of 2022 Ignite.
This is Modelo Ateneo 2022. I am Paul,
And I am Karen,
and we are your hosts for today. Don't forget to show your love and support in the comment section with the hashtag Modelo Ateneo 2022.
and we will officially start this event through prayer to be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem and the Blue Night song to be presented on your screen.
Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as I should. To give and not to count the cost. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To toil and not to seek for rest. To labor and ask not for reward. Save that of knowing that I do your most holy Dearest Lord, teach me to be generous. Teach me to serve you as I should. To give and not to count the cost. To fight and not to heed the wounds. To toil and not to seek for rest. To labor and ask not for reward. Save that of knowing that I do your most holy will.
Ateneo. It's a great day to come together again for an exciting day, and I hope each Atenean is still bursting with energy and confidence despite the nearing end of our academic year.
Well, I am sure some are starting to feel stressed because of the academic requirements, but I hope that this day will bring everyone's energy back and hype them up.
I sure am feeling the vibe now, and what better way to get everyone moving and grooving? Ateneans, help us welcome Liam and our Modelo Ateneo candidates as they get this party started.
I'm young and I'm foolish, I made bad decisions. I block out the news, turn my back on religion. Don't have no degree, I'm somewhat naive. I made it this far on my own, but lately that shit ain't been getting me higher. I lift up my head and the world is on fire. Pray, maybe I'll pray. Gathered all the courage in the world. She said, I love you no matter what. I just want you to be happy and always be who you are. She wrapped her arms around me, said, don't try to be what you're not, 'cause I love you no matter what. She loves me no matter what.
In a world full of monochrome colors, I had a rainbow streak.
Colorful, blinding, distinct, made me think that I was a freak.
The single monochromatic colors silenced my youth.
Suppressed to believe that I only needed to be a single color too.
Oppressed and cast aside, I am no stranger to rejection.
Until the spectrum of hope made me see my true reflection.
I am not a freak. Now I bask in my glory.
I am colorful, the best version of myself that I could ever be.
I believe in love, acceptance, and equality.
Hear my voice as I say this audibly.
I choose to be myself, loudly and proudly.
And for those who dare to be
Who they truly are and more.
Live life in vivid, brilliant color. This is what we've been fighting for.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be, this is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin, will fire away.
confident, yeah. I'm alone, yeah. I'll replay this moment for months, alone in my head, waiting for it to come. I wrote all your lines and the script in my mind, and I hope that you follow it for once. I imagine myself inside in the room with platinum and gold eyes, dancing, catch your eye, you be mesmerized, oh. We'll find the corner there, your hands in my hair, finally we're here, so why? Saying you got a flight, need an early night, no, don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet, don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet, don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Yeah, yeah. What you leaving for when my night is yours? Just a little more, don't go yet.
Maayong adlaw kaninyong tanan. I am Sarah Joy Felicity A. Cortio from Section Garnier, representing the Barcelona cluster.
What you leaving for when my night is yours? Just a little more, don't go yet. Baby, don't go yet, cause I wore this dress for a little drama. And I bet that you think that you know, but you don't, baby, come to mama. I get what I want when I want, and I get it how I wanna. And I want you, baby, gotta get you, baby. We find the corner there, your hands in my hair, finally we're here, so why? Saying you got a flight, need an early night, no, don't go yet.
There is no denying that the sudden shift in our lives has majorly affected us. With us being constricted in the four walls of our homes, we are given minimal chances of interaction. The decrease in socializing has resulted in the lack of involvement from the youth. I stand here today to encourage you to take part in my quest in increasing engagement in social civic activities. All the way from the Kingdom of Herds, I am Maria Katrina Pascual, Jerusalem's female Modelo. Fuego, Jerusalem!
You ever believe I'll be right by your side? Oh, for you I will ride. Only the inflatable, yes we can make it fall. Only the inflatable, that's what the wings are for. What are you waiting for, darling? If you leave, I go wherever you go. I wear your heart on my sleeve, so everybody here knows. But if you tell me to stay, you'll never be on your own. So baby, don't wait too long. Only the inflatables, only the inflatables. That's what the wings are for. What are you waiting for? I'll bring you back the moon just so we got all night. I'll bring the sun down too so I can show you the light. Trust me, if you ever leave, I'll be right by your
Amagas Day, Ateneo Senior High. I am Shania Edyang Vega, a proud viper of the Manresa cluster, and I firmly believe that a woman with courage is a revolution. Throughout the pandemic, courage is one thing that many of us have lost. The courage to speak, listen, and empathize. But as a Modelo Ateneo, I want to share my courage with others, especially as we confront global issues like climate change. This great danger to humanity has yet again affected the lives of my fellow Dinagatnons in the form of the recent typhoon of death, which is why I stand before you with the advocacy to demand climate change accountability, to protect our common home, and to provide sustainable future for the Filipinos to come. I am a woman with courage, and together, we can make a change. Fuerza Manresa!
Trust me if you ever leave, I'll be right by your side. Oh, for you I will ride.
Don't need inflatable, don't need inflatable. That's what they're waiting for. What are you waiting for? That's what they're waiting for. Don't need inflatable. That's what they're waiting for. What are you waiting for? Darling, if you leave, I go wherever you go. I wear your heart on my sleeve, so everybody.
Look out, for I have eyes that shimmer through the night, and a spirit that never backs down from a fight. I am a woman of character, as I exist to persist, speak to be heard, and act to make a difference in this world. With the rapture of my engulfing fire, I stand tall and speak loud. I am Alisa Therese Lopez from 12 Collins representing Montserrat with my head high and my claws sharpened. Standing here in front of you today is a great opportunity to voice out my advocacy regarding accessible sex education for students. I am not here just to be crowned as Modelo Ateneo. I am here to inspire our generation and the younger generations to be inspiringly beautiful with an Atenean heart and to go beyond their limits. Once again, I am Alisa Therese Lopez from 12 Collins representing the Montserrat cluster. Banat Montserrat!
Early night, no. Don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Yeah, yeah. What you leaving for when my night is yours? Just a little more. Don't go yet.
Good day, Ateneo. I am Olisa G. Alparamo from Grade 11 Garnet. Standing before you is a fearless phoenix embodying the core values of a true Atenean. With a blazing passion to be the female Modelo Ateneo, to lead with purpose and wholeheartedly take on any challenges that may come. Once again, I am Olisa G. Alparamo, the female Modelo representative of the Pamplona cluster, the Furia Pamplona.
I am Zephaniah Leran Burgos, 18, from Section Aquaviva. With what Paris believes, student solidarity and strong connections are important because they help us grow into better versions of ourselves. It's for the common good of not only the Paris cluster, but all Ateneo clusters. Arriba, Paris!
Gotta get you, baby. We find the corner there, your hands in my hair. Finally, we're here, so why? Saying you got a flight, need an early night, no. Don't go yet.
Admirer de Gloria. The motto of the Society of Jesus. Living in Admirer de Gloria is living in a manner of life that pervades every thought, deed, action, or inaction. This is how a Modelo Atenean lives. They live to give their best self to God, like the Lamb of King. I am Rina Nina Gavino, standing with the mighty cluster of Rome, your Modelo representative, Padre Punyarama.
Just so we got all night. I'll bring the sun down too, so I can show you the light. Trust me, if you ever leave, I'll be right by your side. Oh, for you I will ride.
Don't need inflatable. Guess we can make it for. Don't need inflatable. That's what they're waiting for. What are you waiting for, darling? If you leave, I go wherever you go. I wear your heart on my sleeve, so everybody knows. But if you
Good day, ladies and gents. Standing here is Justine Hart P. Jalon, currently a student of STEM Pre-Science strand of Grade 12 Daniel Dahani, representing the cluster of Salamanca. I am very much fond of serving the community through initiatives of donations and information drives. Engaging in the society helped me become the person that I am today. As a Modelo Ateneo representative, I aspire to effectively influence others to always seek the truth, fight deception and false information, and help end the mental health stigma, aiming to have a healthier and safer community for everybody.
What are you waiting for? Guess we can make it for. Don't need inflatables. That's what the waiting for. What are you waiting for, darling?
In this time of pandemic, we faced many challenges in order for us to reach our goals. My name is Miguel Joaquin Pascual from section Congrax. I am representing the Barcelona cluster.
We all felt lost in this time of pandemic. We felt hopeless and unmotivated, but we can always choose a why to live for. Because most of the important things in this world have been achieved by people who kept on trying, even when there seemed to be no hope at all. So keep on trying, keep on striving, you got this. Majesty Day to all of you. I am Jerusalem's male Modelo, Anton Nathanael Badil. Fuego, Jerusalem.
Oh, my love it, yeah, yeah. I'm alone, yeah. I'll replay this moment for months. Alone in my head, waiting for it to come. I wrote all your lines and the script in my mind, and I hope that you follow it for once. I imagine myself inside in the room with platinum and gold eyes, dancing, catch your eye, you be mesmerized, oh. We find the corner there, your hands in my hair, finally we're here, so why? Saying you got a flight, need an early night, no, don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet, don't go yet.
Good afternoon, Ateneo Senior High. I am Neil Brian Angeles Belonio, ready to flaunt my fangs with the Manresa cluster. And I strongly believe that with fresh minds and compassionate hearts, we can make the world a better place. We are often thought of as teenagers who know nothing about work, family, and country. But as a Modelo Ateneo, I want to empower my fellow youth to stand and amplify their voices when it comes to social issues today. We the youth, we are not just sons, daughters, siblings, students, but we are the future.
Expectations and perceptions. These are the ones that keep us from showing and embracing ourselves. Society standards constantly pressure us and toxic masculinity is spreading around our society. And here I am, John Conrad Branya from grade 11 section Rialino, representing the Montserrat cluster, would like to break this stigma. Being here in front of you is an honor to voice out my advocacy, because I firmly believe that presumptions and pressures concerning reaching gender standards may still be evident. But we can definitely break free from these chains. I am not here to just showcase myself, but I am here to be a role model in combating toxic masculinity. Now, I encourage you to ignite the flames within you as we transcend and go beyond limits. Once again, I am John Conrad Branya, representing the Montserrat cluster. Banat, Montserrat!
Good day, Ateneo. I am Julian Lee V. L. Bitadini of Section 12 Canisius. Standing before you is a fearless phoenix embodying the core values of a true Atenean. With a burning passion to be the male Modelo Ateneo, to lead with purpose and wholeheartedly take on any challenges that may come. Once again, I am Julian Lee V. L. Bitadini, the male representative of the Pamplona cluster. La Furia, Pamplona!
I am Gio William Lowe, 19 years old from Section Aquaviva, an advocate of mental health awareness who believes that self-care is self-preservation. So spread your wings and soar to new heights like an eagle. Lupad, Paris!
For you, I will ride.
We are all aware that the long-awaited presidential elections are only a few months away, and it is vital that we choose the right leaders to vote. Because the leaders that we choose will really determine the future of this country. And it is up to us, the citizens of this country. We have the power to choose. We have the power to be educated. And we have the power to arm ourselves with the knowledge necessary to choose the right candidates to lead us. And as the school motto says, Fortes and Fide, which means strong in faith. And my faith in this country is strong. I have faith that the people of this nation will come together and make the right choice. I am Razirai Dalili, your male Modelo representative, standing with the mighty cluster of Rome. Vade Pugna Roma.
Magis de Ateneo, I am Kyle Adrian Caballas, 18 years old, of 12 Georgia, your Modelo Ateneo from the Salamanca cluster. With the onset of the pandemic, everyone, and not just anyone, but students themselves have been hardly hit when it comes with regard to their mental health. Too much task, not only at home, but at school, puts pressure on my fellow students' shoulders. It is my advocacy to empower students and derive our focus to making sure that the school community provides a system that is safe even for students, and as well as their issues being recognized and not being
So why saying you got it like need an early night? No, don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Oh yeah, don't go yet.
Thank you, Liam, and to our Modelo Ateneo candidates. As we officially start the long-awaited Modelo Ateneo competition, let us review the general mechanics and the production attire mechanics.
Next up, we have our Modelo's Advocacies. Here are the mechanics for the Advocacy videos.
Hi Neil, how are you? It's been a month since our favorite season, Christmas?
That's what I was thinking too.
What gifts did you get for your loved ones?
Nothing really.
Huh? What do you mean nothing?
Well, I couldn't afford to buy gifts and it's too risky going out.
Hey, gifts don't have to be material things, you know?
Really?
Yes.
I see, but how?
Well, remember back when we would assist our classmates in understanding a difficult lesson? We can still do that despite the new normal. The current setting may be a bit tricky, but we still need to help each other in the ways we can. Also, let's not forget our teachers who have gone through incredible lengths to help us continue learning despite the pandemic. A few words of appreciation is all it takes to brighten their day.
Oh, I think I have one. With the current state our world is in, it's important that we offer regular prayers for the health and safety of everyone. Start by thanking God for His protection over us and end by asking for continuous provision. And aside from praying, we can also become more Christ-centered by helping our siblings as they accomplish their modules and adjust to the new learning platform. You know what they say, siblings should always be there for each other.
That's right. And lastly, it's also important that we give back to our parents, even the simplest ways. Besides giving our best in school, doing our fair share of household chores is a great way to show our appreciation for them.
So now, do you know what to get for your loved ones next Christmas?
Actually, Shania, I think I have it covered. It turns out, in our daily living, we can become more Christ-like by loving and caring for others. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Hi! My name is Julian Lee Albitadini.
And I'm Eliza Paramo.
And welcome to our humble space.
Before online classes, it's essential to wake up early. By waking up early, I get to set the tone for the day. A positive attitude and mindset in my morning will carry me throughout the rest of my day.
So I start my mornings by jogging. Not only does it keeps me physically fit, but it also trains me mentally. Thus, this practice keeps me active during my web conferences.
And this is my learning space.
During online classes, a clean and organized environment empowers me to do extraordinary things.
Also, as a learner, we must exemplify proper etiquette.
Engaging in an online setup, I make sure that I maintain respectful communication between me, my teachers, and my peers.
As students, we experience difficulties in this online setting. However, we must overcome this barrier to ensure that we attain quality education. That is why I must act formally and actively participate in classes. Practicing this sets a respectful and peaceful experience wherever we may be.
In this time of adjustments, we must be open to communication with one another.
Embrace the current reality and devote ourselves in excellence in every areas of our lives. And this is how we stay committed in this time of pandemic. La Furia, Pamplona.
Overworked and overwhelmed. Tonight, the true toll of the death toll on frontline workers.
The Philippines' healthcare system is being overwhelmed by COVID-19.
And as we enter the new year, hospitals across the country are once again being overwhelmed with an influx of COVID patients.
Hospitals have been overwhelmed with patients, and overworked medical workers are urging the government to do more.
Sa gitna po ng lalong pagdami ng mga inaasikasong COVID-19 patients, maraming doktor ang hindi na po nakakauwi at sa ospital na natutulog.
Simpatya, awa at pagiging maaruga. Ilan lamang sa mga katangian ng mapagmahal na ina. Malakas, matapang at handang lumaban. Mga katangiang sa magiting na ama na may matatagpuan.
Subalit ito hindi patungkol sa ating mga magulang. Hindi ito para sa mga ilaw at haligi ng tahanan. Para ito sa mga modernong bayani ng pamayanan. Ito ang kwento ng mga frontliners.
Araw man o buwan ang nagliliwanag sa kalangitan, ang kanilang mga uniforme ay palaging matatagpuan.
Handang magserbisyo, handang magsakripisyo. Ngunit sapat na ba ang ibibigay na sweldo?
Oo, sila'y mga bayani.
Pero kagaya natin, sila ay tao rin.
Sa pag-usbong ng pandemya,
Baka sa kanilang mga mata ang pagod at hirap na nadarama.
kaya sa taong bayan naway dinggin ang mensaheng nais kong iparating.
Kailangan ding magpahinga ng mga bayaning ating kinikilala. Kaya't huwag masyadong magpakampante at maging maingat palagi.
Dahil ang kaligtasan ng ating buhay sa ating mga kamay nakasalalay.
As cases continue to arise, there we found a student who earnestly listens to the news on the struggles of the frontliners.
May vaccine hesitancy pa rin po ba ang publiko?
Hala, bago to ah. Matry nga. Hala, oo nga no? Sa pamamagitan ng pagsunod sa mga alituntunin ngayong pandemya, ay mas nakatutulong ito sa ating mga frontliners upang mas lalong hindi kumalat ang COVID-19 virus.
Oh, that was heartwarming gesture seeing students of this generation have big hearts when it comes to our situation. Amidst pandemic, they were able to help in stopping the spread of the virus with their acts of following protocols, which greatly impact the burden of our frontliners. And with any amount donated, it can immensely help the funds of our heroes in the time of pandemic. To be continued.
My talent is my strength and my own masterpiece.
Because of my talents and hobbies, I am unique.
No matter how extraordinary or small it is, ipinagmamalaki ko ang aking kakayahan.
Ito ang ating pagkakakilanlan.
May it be for our personal endeavors or for academics, we are called to do the best we can do.
To help the community and the people around us too.
Sa pagtulong, hindi tinitingnan ang pagkakaiba o ang pagiging iba. Ako dyan.
Lahat tayo ay may maiaambag sa ating kapwa.
Hindi hadlang ang mga kapansanan o mga depekto sa katawan.
Ang mahalagay handang ibigay ang lahat kahit anumang tungkulin ang gampanan.
So let us join our hands together and boost each other's confidence.
Sabay-sabay nating ipasiklab ang ating tinatagong talento at kakayahan.
Participating in social civic activities can serve as a stepping stone to competence.
Use your voice, talent, and skills to engage in social civic activities.
Ilabas mo yung kakayahan upang makatulong sa taong bayan.
And always remember to excel in every action you make.
I'm Jerusalem's male Modelo, Addu.
And I am Jerusalem's female Modelo, Maria Katrina Pascual.
We invite you to join us in our pursuit of advocating for social civic engagement by unleashing our fullest potential and our innate skills and talents.
Starting today, we believe that you, me, and everyone else should show their inner fuego.
Let us unite and come together to show our resilience.
Dahil ang ating iba't ibang kakayahan ang tuluyang mag-aangat sa ating bayan.
estimate time?
5 more minutes.
Oh no, we have a quiz.
Oh, I hope I remember what I studied. Come on, you can do this.
Good morning, class. We will begin our summative test now.
Let's go. No, I don't know the answer to this.
I read about this. This was right after section 1 in the PDF.
Should I check
Should
my
I
notes?
check my notes?
Yes, you should. Just check your notes.
Check your notes. Be conscientious. Don't slip out of that bubble.
Yay! I'm so proud of you.
You chose to be honest and conscientious. And that, for me, is so much better than having a
I used to be ashamed of my cultural heritage.
And of my dialect.
I was never the type to proudly represent myself, tradition, and culture.
I used to think that what I was doing was okay.
That keeping silent was fine.
There are other people doing the representation. Why does my opinion and effort matter?
When I am simply just a student.
I was ashamed of being different. I was ashamed of who I am. But this is not okay.
It should never be.
My cultural heritage and my ethno-linguistic background is a part of who I am. It is my identity that makes me unique, distinct from other people. After living in the shadows, I have realized that I should be proud of who I am. I should confidently illuminate my light to ignite the hearts of my fellow Bisaya. I realize that we should confidently showcase and practice our culture, heritage, and tradition.
Cultural representation is one of the ways to make other people feel seen and validated. May we have the courage and confidence to stand up for our identity. Through this, the few will become many, and our collective efforts spark an inspiration to those who felt isolated and untouchable.
This doesn't just apply to us Bisaya. Whether you are Ilocano, Ilonggo, Maranao, Tagalog, Hilagay, non-Muslim, Tausug, Ifugao, or any other culture that you belong, be proud of who you are. Take up space in society and become part of the representation. We all have different beliefs and culture, and we all deserve a seat at the table. Your cultural identity is who you are. Never be ashamed.
Wear your color.
Speak your dialect.
Raise your flag.
Show your talent.
Do not let prejudice cloud your beliefs.
And above all, respect the belief and culture of others. I am Bisaya. I am proud of who I am.
How inspiring! Well, it is very important that every Atenean should not only embody grace and wit, but become a voice for others as well. Keep on supporting your candidates in the comment section below or tweet with our official hashtag Modelo Ateneo 2022.
Each Modelo presented very moving advocacies, but they're just getting started. Upcoming are the futuristic attires, and here are the mechanics.
Scream, ganda kong nagniningning, lalo kang mapapatingin. Di ko na kailangan na magpaganda. Dating ko palang panalo na, di ko need ng filter sa camera. Naturang ganda ay bandera. Di ko kailangang sumabay pa sa uso. Ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. I'm a cupcake, ganda ko'y irarapa. Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin ng iba. I'm a cupcake, umaapaw ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iiba. Sa tuwing ako'y napaparaan, narinig ang bulungan na ako'y di kagandahan, ngunit ako'y lang pakialam. Di ko na kailangan na magpaganda, dating ko palang panalo na. Di ko need ang payo ng iba para ibandera aking ganda. Di ko kailangang sumabay pa sa uso. Ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. I'm a cupcake, ganda ko'y irarapa. Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin ng iba. I'm a cupcake, umaapaw ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iiba. Lalakan na ala beauty queen, aura ko'y will make you scream. Ganda kong nagniningning, lalo kang mapapatingin. Di ko na kailangan na magpaganda, dating ko palang panalo na. Di ko need ng filter sa camera, naturang ganda ay bandera. Di ko kailangang sumabay pa sa uso. Ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. I'm a cupcake, ganda ko'y irarapa. Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin ng iba. I'm a cupcake, umaapaw ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iiba. Sa tuwing ako'y napaparaan, narinig ang bulungan na ako'y di kagandahan, ngunit ako'y lang pakialam. Di ko na kailangan na magpaganda, dating ko palang panalo na. Di ko need ang payo ng iba para ibandera aking ganda. Di ko kailangang sumabay pa sa uso. Ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. I'm a cupcake, ganda ko'y irarapa. Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin ng iba. I'm a cupcake, umaapaw ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iiba. I'm a cupcake, I'm a cupcake. Tagal na akong mabuti ng standards na sinasabi nila. Ano man ang iyong gawin, talagang may masasabi sila. Suot ang iyong koron at kumaway na parang reyna. Ako'y magiging ako na aking ginusto. I'm a cupcake, ganda ko'y irarapa. Di magpapatinag sa sasabihin ng iba. I'm a cupcake, umaapaw ang karisma. Ang tunay kong ganda sa lahat na iiba. I'm a cupcake.
Yeah, we gonna go up. Yeah, we gonna go up. Tanging liwanag ang nakikita sa tuwing ipipikit aking mata. Bituin ko'y lalong nagniningning, sa dilim walang makakapigil. Itong aking pinapangako, hindi susuko. Kahit pa ako'y mabigo, yeah, make me. You know I'm ready. Come on and test me. Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso sa pag-abot na pangarap. Di gonna go up.
Nangarap ng bukas mga mata, yeah. Lumakad ng may bubog sa paa, yeah. Lahat ng iyong pagdududa, bakbak ko parang kay Garuda, 'cause I'm gonna go up.
Naglaho ng takot sa puso, pagkabigo'y malabo, tagumpay nasa dugo, ko'y positibo. You know I'm ready. Come on and test me. Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso sa pag-abot na pangarap dito. Handa kong harapin ang lahat, yeah. Kahit pa imposible, yeah, we gonna go up. Yeah, yeah, we gonna go up. Yeah, yeah, we gonna go up. Yeah, yeah, we gonna go up. Kahit ilang beses pang matumba, yeah, we gonna go up.
Nangarap ng bukas mga mata, yeah. Lumakad ng may bubog sa paa, yeah. Lahat ng iyong pagdududa, bakbak ko parang kay Garuda, 'cause I'm gonna go up.
Naglaho ng takot sa puso, pagkabigo'y malabo, tagumpay nasa dugo, ko'y positibo. You know I'm ready. Come on and test me. Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso sa pag-abot na pangarap dito. Handa kong harapin ang lahat, yeah. Kahit pa imposible, yeah, we gonna go up. Kahit anong mangyari, ako ay tatakbo patungo sa liwanag na tanging ninanais ko. Bawat sandali, turing ko ay parang huli, yeah, yeah.
Itong galaw sa liwasa, ilog na baro maragasa, oh. Di ko na kailangan bumaga, total naman kayo diretso pababa na delikado. Sa entablado, siya ng 1%, bigay desperado, oh.
Yeah, we go nowhere but up, nowhere but up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso sa pag-abot na pangarap dito. Handa kong harapin ang lahat, yeah. Wala nang imposible, yeah, we gonna go up. Yeah, yeah, we gonna go up. Kahit ilang beses pang matumba, yeah, we gonna go up.
Wow, that was a very spectacular presentation. What an amazing style and designs that Modelo candidates lead in presenting their futuristic attires. And speaking of attires, we would like to thank Love and Styles Bridal Shop for sponsoring our outfits.
Yes, thank you so much, Love and Styles, for making us look stunning and dashing with our outfits today. Indeed, that was a very amazing presentation of our Modelo candidates. They just don't have the beauty and brains, but they also have creativity and skills.
Well, the competition is still up and our candidates are still on fire to serve us with their Filipiniana and Barong Tagalog attires. But before that, let's hear the mechanics first.
Shawty, I've been feeling lonely. Memories of 2019. On the beach and we vibing. Cold ones on hand, we excited. Good trip, psilocybin. It's me, you, in the horizon. I've been talking about life and I'm locked in. Great girl, soft skin and she glowing. No, she don't want commitment, but we be both down just to ride in the moment. Craving for the one, but you keep your distance. She only be close when it comes to the limit. But I've been saying yes, cause man, she a 10. I convos in the same wavelength. I don't need money, man, I don't need cash. The only thing I need is a shawty real bad. Oh, di wag kang giganda, mahiwag kang mahiga sa'king hulog ng langit. 12 a.m. all alone, what's next? Find my keys and I hit the gas. In an hour I'll be up for the task. Like a blast from the past. I ain't confused, but girl, I'm attached. This is not good, my heart's beating fast. Will this thing we have really last? I don't know yet, but I'm craving for you. Cause this feels so true. If there's heaven on earth, baby girl, I'll feel it with you. I really wanna beg you, boo. One is best enjoyed with a glass for two. Please tell me, baby, do you feel it too? Is it mutual? We just comfortable? I don't know. 어디 왔든 비간다 마이 마이가 섞인 호동난 땅이 어디 왔든 비간다 마이가 섞인 나 빠빠 입이 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 배 뒤왔다 오 비간당 뒤왔다 오 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 Shawty, I've been feeling lonely. Memories of 2019. On the beach and we vibing. Cold ones on hand, we excited. Good trip, psilocybin. It's me, you, in the horizon. I've been talking about life and I'm locked in. Great girl, soft skin and she glowing. No, she don't want commitment, but we be both down just to ride in the moment. Craving for the one, but you keep your distance. She only be close when it comes to the limit. But I've been saying yes, cause man, she a 10. I convos in the same wavelength. I don't need money, man, I don't need cash. The only thing I need is a shawty real bad. 어디 왔든 비간다 마이가 섞인 호동난 땅이 어디 왔든 비간다 마이가 섞인 나 빠빠 입이 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 배 뒤왔다 오 비간당 뒤왔다 오 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 배 뒤왔다 오 비간당 뒤왔다 오 Check my phone, young boy got a text. 12 a.m. all alone, what's next? Find my keys and I hit the gas. In an hour I'll be up for the task. Like a blast from the past. I ain't confused, but girl, I'm attached. This is not good, my heart's beating fast. Will this thing we have really last? I don't know yet, but I'm craving for you. Cause this feels so true. If there's heaven on earth, baby girl, I'll feel it with you. I really wanna beg you, boo. One is best enjoyed with a glass for two. Please tell me, baby, do you feel it too? Is it mutual? We just comfortable? I don't know. 어디 왔든 비간다 마이가 섞인 호동난 땅이 어디 왔든 비간다 마이가 섞인 나 빠빠 입이 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 배 뒤왔다 오 비간당 뒤왔다 오 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 배 뒤왔다 오 비간당 뒤왔다 오 가야선 바다엔 아로마노 배 뒤왔다 오 비간당 뒤왔다 오
Para bang guni-guni at nabibighani, kusang napapalapit, panaginip sa gitna ng langit. Ako'y iyong naakit, nililingon babalik, panaginip na humaling sa iyong gandang kakaiba. Babalik-balik parang isang mahika, nabihag na ng mga kulay. Mundo ko'y bigla na lang nagkakabuhay. Nabihag na ng mga kulay, mundo ko'y bigla na lang nagkakabuhay. Pinapaikot mo ang aking daigdig, daigdig. Huwag mong lilisanin pagkat nabihag na ng mga kulay, mundo ko'y bigla na lang nagkakabuhay. Pinapaikot mo ang aking daigdig, daigdig. Huwag mong lilisanin pagkat nabihag na ng mga kulay. Nangungumaling sa iyong gandang kakaiba. Pabalik-balik parang isang maika. Nabihag na ng mga kulay, mundo ko'y bigla na lang nagkakabuhay. Pinapaikot mo ang aking daigdig, daigdig. Huwag mong lilisanin pagkat nabihag na ng mga kulay, mundo ko'y bigla na lang nagkakabuhay. Pinapaikot mo ang aking daigdig, daigdig. Huwag mong lilisanin pagkat.
What a very dazzling and elegant candidates we have for this year's Modelo Ateneo.
They really showed off their Filipinianas and Barong Tagalog attires very well. With that poise and grace, it is very stunning to see.
Our Modelo candidates really have something to slay and flex with their stylish attires. Now, let us move on to the most awaited part of this event, the question and answer portion. This part is very thrilling and exciting, right, partner?
Yes, that's right. The question and answer portion was actually done last February 5, 2022 through live StreamYard together with the candidates and of course our esteemed panel of judges. It was a very exciting battle of wit and the personalities of our candidates shown all throughout. You know what? Let's watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most awaited portion of this competition. This is the question and answer portion. Here are the mechanics for the question and answer portion. This segment will be done through live StreamYard and the entire portion will be pre-recorded. Each candidate will be answering one question with 20 seconds to think and 60 seconds to answer. The Q&A top scorers will be awarded as our Mr. and Miss Eloquent. This portion will constitute 30% to the total score of each candidate. And of course, this competition will not be possible without our esteemed panel of judges. For our first judge, she is currently 4th year BS Ed major in English in the Rizal Memorial Colleges. A former tourism relations officer of the city government of Davao. A gold medalist and a national qualifier of beach volleyball. Miss Gay USAT 2015, Hiyas ng Digos Second Princess, Queen Kalamansig Sultan Kudarat of 2018, and on the same year, hailed as the Andy Queen of Iligan City. She is also the Reina Davaoeña 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, she is no other than Miss Regine M. Buhian.
Hi everyone! Thank you so much for having me this afternoon. So it's really an honor to be invited. So I would like to say congratulations to all of you, advance congratulations, especially to the people behind the show. I'm so happy that despite of the hardships that we are facing nowadays, we are still able to conduct this kind of event. So congratulations. So candidate, break a leg and show us what you've got.
Thank you, Ms. Raj. Moving on, we have our second judge. He was prom prince of Ateneo de Davao University in Junior High School Promenade 2016. First runner-up of Modelo Ateneo 2017. A former basketball university varsity player of the Ateneo de Davao University. Ex-teen housemate of Pinoy Big Brother, Ocho Batch 3. Star magic artist, an actor, ASAP dancer, and a model. Currently a second-year AB communication student of the Ateneo de Davao University. Ladies and gentlemen, our second judge, Mr. Lance Justin Carr.
Hi everyone. Unang-una, thank you po Ateneo de Davao for inviting me to be a judge of Modelo Ateneo. Best of luck din sa mga contestants and I wish you all good luck. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lance. And now for our third and final judge. She's a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering in the Ateneo de Davao University. A PQC analyst of the Franklin Baker Company of the Philippines, a regional finalist of Miss Teen Philippines 2014, a semi-finalist of Miss Teen Earth Philippines of 2014, and on the same year she was crowned as Mutya ng Kabantian, also crowned as Mutya ng Dakudao in 2015, Mutya ng Buhangin in 2017, and the same year Mutya ng Davao. She was also the Davao representative for Miss Bikini Philippines 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, the chair of the Board of Judges, Miss Reina Kobayashi.
Hello everyone. I would like to thank the Ateneo de Davao University for having me as one of the judges for this acquaintance event. And I would like to wish our candidates good luck and congratulations in advance to everyone.
Thank you, Miss Reina. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, our panel of judges. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you so much, judges, for being here with us and for helping us selecting who will be this year's Modelo Ateneo. Without any much further ado, let us now get down to business and begin the question and answer portion, starting with our female category. Miss Barcelona Cluster. Hello, Miss Barcelona. How are you feeling right now?
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. I'm quite nervous po, pero kaya.
Kaya. All right, that's the spirit. So, Miss Barcelona, your question is, in 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. Now your question, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, your question is, as a member of the Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So, before I entered this pageant, Modelo Ateneo 2022, I have my goals, I have my vision, and I have my mission that is aligned with the school. So, I believe in the saying that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. My vision is I want to contribute to the country. And my goal is to address priority concerns like homosexuality. And my vision is to strengthen our faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. Because without Him, we are nothing. He has given us the courage, the energy, the knowledge, and the wisdom that we need. So for the question, in promoting homosexuality, I want everybody to practice respect. I want everybody, and I wish that everybody won't judge the book just by its cover because we are all humans and we have different perspectives. We should learn to adapt and to adjust to the changes in the society. And I think that the social media would be much a big help in promoting homosexuality, especially in our generation right now that technology is updating day to day. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Barcelona. Ayan. Next, we have the female candidate for the Jerusalem cluster. Hello, Miss Jerusalem cluster. Do you have any message to your supporters who are watching you now, supporting you in the competition?
To all my Jerusalem stags, thank you for supporting me all throughout my journey, and I'm going to win this for you all.
Oh, that's very sweet. All right. Now, here's your question. All right. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet, 49 years and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. As a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
As a part of the Catholic society, I would like to raise my voice rather. I would like to encourage everyone. If everyone were to speak up, we'll have a collective voice. Maybe then they'll listen and take action. I would like everyone to become more accepting of the LGBT community, as they are also our brothers and sisters. We must become more accepting, especially now that we are more open to everyone in the society.
All right. Thank you, Miss Jerusalem. Thank you for your answer. And next up, we have Miss Manresa. Hello, Miss.
I'm okay. Quite excited po.
That's great. Okay. Now, here's your question. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. Now, your question is, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
Promoting the LGBTQ plus community as a member of a Catholic institution. It should start within myself. I should respect their opinions because, again, people in the LGBTQ plus community are beautiful, are unique, are talented, and they are definitely well loved by God. And also, we have the same rights despite the hardship that they are going through. And most importantly, in the way that we can promote them and just not just tolerating them, but also loving them at the same way should not start from our social media, but how we express with our relatives who are in the community as well. Because at the end, we cannot choose the body we are born with, but we can choose who we become. Let us become individuals who accept and raise awareness to gender awareness again, and to gender acceptance, and most importantly, promote inclusivity. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Manresa. There you go. Next up, we have the female candidate for Cluster Montserrat. Hello, Miss Montserrat. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling confident.
And that's awesome. All right, with that, here's your question. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet, 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. Now, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
As an Atenean, I was raised with the ideals that I must respect modern world where everyone is more open-minded about each other. Everyone cares about the feelings of other people. And as an Atenean, I believe that through acceptance, I am able to give importance to how the gender community feels, their freedom of being feminine, even being in a man, or being masculine as a woman. I believe that self-expression is also important and that I should respect and understand why they feel that way. Because after all, gender isn't about opposing ideals. We should see it as a spectrum because everyone is different in their own unique ways. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Montserrat. Hello, Miss Pamplona. Do you have any message to your supporters?
I would like to thank for those people who believe in me, and I know that I will bring victory to our cluster Pamplona. Thank you.
All right. With that, here's your question. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet, 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. Now, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
We may have different values, religion, and beliefs in life, but we are all equal. Hence, all members of the LGBTQIA community, they all have a place in this world, and we have to create a safe place for them where they can have the freedom to be themselves and be comfortable with our society. As a Modelo Ateneo, I can use my platform to promote diversity, gender acceptance, and inclusivity among gender identities, and educate those who are still close minded about this relevant topic. As I believe that homophobia and transphobia are really the result of lack of knowledge and understanding about sexuality and gender identity. I also want to empower those who are members of LGBTQIA community because they deserve to be accepted and respected and be treated equally. With this, we will not be divided, but rather united as one Ateneo and as one nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Pamplona. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Next up, we have the female candidate of Cluster Paris. Hello, Miss Paris. How are you feeling right now?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, judges. I'm really nervous po.
That's okay. All right. With that, can we go ahead with the question? Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here's your question. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet, 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. The question is, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, your question is, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
For me, the 6 Cs of Ateneo should be applied. I've learned the importance of the 6 Cs, and I believe that coming from a Catholic school, we all have to compromise a lot of things in order to fit into the society. But if society itself denies people of their rights, then maybe something wrong with the society and not with the people. Acceptance is a really huge thing that can boost up their confidence of who they are. Um, it encourages them to speak up for themselves. And I think that inclusivity lets people come together, and gender is something you can suppress but can't control. The big thing that we can offer to them is to support them, the freedom that they can have. To be unaccepting is to deny these people of their rights to expressions. They're not harming anyone, but the ego and the fragile foundations of close minded people. And I think that support or giving them enough support in promoting acceptance from for the LGBTQ community is such a huge thing for them. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Miss Paris.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Up next, we have female candidate of Cluster Rome. Hi, Miss Rome. Do you have any message to those who are supporting you right now?
Oh, thank you so much for all your support and all your love. Thank you, Rome.
All right. And with that, let's move on to your question.
Yes.
All right. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet, 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as human beings. Now, your question is, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Once again, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
Thank you. Um, First and foremost, uh, being part of the LGBTQ community is not a choice. They are born with it. It is part of their identity. It is important that we show that these gender identities does not change who they are. You know, their personality, that is who they are. That is their core. It does not change. Being gay, being lesbian does not change who a person is. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Rome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And last but not the least, for our female candidates, we have from the Salamanca cluster. Hello, Miss Salamanca. Do you have any message to the Salamanca cluster?
First, good day, everyone. To my Salamanca, fellow Salamanca students, and to our moderators, thank you so much for being so supportive ever since this Modelo Ateneo started. And that's it. I just want to say thank you, and I want you to know that I'm very grateful for all your support.
All right. With that, here's your question. In 1973, the American Psychiatric Association has officially removed homosexuality as a mental disease in their highly valued literature. Yet, 49 years after and still, the members of the LGBTQ plus community are still fighting for their rights as a human being. Now, the question is, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community? Again, as a member of a Catholic institution, how will you be able to promote acceptance and not merely toleration of the LGBTQ plus community?
Okay, good day everyone. First, I want to highlight that this is my biggest concern at this as of this moment. As a member of the LGBTQIA community, in terms of hope and acceptance, it will be very hard to impose it to other people. It will be very hard to teach them that we are also humans. We also deserve our rights. Homophobia will remain one of the last acceptable forms of bigotry in some regions, um, almost in almost every country. But I want to remind everyone that as all the LGBTQIA members deserve to live in a discriminatory free society where we feel loved, accepted, and respected. Even if we are a Christian country, let us always put in mind that from the moment a person is born, society immediately puts them into boxes, dictating their every move, shackling them into standards. Like, for example, if I say I am a man, I should do this. And if I am a woman, if I am born a woman, I should do this. But it takes no compromise to give people our rights. It takes no money to respect each individual, and it takes no political deal to give people our freedom. And that is what I want to say to everybody, that we want our rights. We should have our rights because we are also people, and not everyone have the same religious beliefs. So we should just respect that, and we should educate people that we are people, we are humans, and we deserve our rights. That would be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Salamanca. And that ends for the female category for the question and answer portion. Thank you, Miss Salamanca. You may now leave the link. And we shall
Thank you
now
so
move
much.
on to our male candidates. Starting with the Barcelona cluster. Hello, Mr. Barcelona. How are you
Hello.
feeling right now?
Uh,
Pretty nervous? Well, that's just normal. But can we go ahead and proceed with the question? Are you ready
yes,
for it?
yes, please.
Okay. Now, here's your question. The COVID-19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup to ensure safety of all members of the community. Unfortunately, this modality has opened a myriad of various setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. As a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Again, your question is, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
I believe I can promote our health institution through through having programs that helps the health of the students and faculty members, because from what I experience in online education, my classmates, my friends experience health problems, mental health problems, because due to many homeworks and other activities that are given by the teachers. And I think I think it is best to put a mental health break so that we could also help students and faculty and staff faculty members to be able to have rest and 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 have the time to spend with their family and friends, so that they will not be stressed. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barcelona. And now let's have the male candidate of Cluster Jerusalem. Hello, Mr. Jerusalem.
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are. Before anything else, do you have any message for your supporters who are watching you right now?
For my supporters, I'm gonna hope I won't fail you guys. I'll try my best to win this competition and ace the Q&A. Let's go.
Let's go. All right, that's the spirit. And with that, here's your question. The COVID-19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Unfortunately, this modality has opened a myriad of various setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. Now, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Again, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
Okay, as a student of Ateneo, I think I can promote better mental health for everyone, not just students, but also the faculties of the school. I can promote better mental health by advocating them to do physical fitness activities such as exercises, and because I do believe that with doing physical fitness exercises, your dopamine, it would actually improve, making you more healthier both physically and mentally. And I think with that, I do believe it's a good idea to perform physical exercises for better mental health during online setting in this COVID time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jerusalem. And up next, we have the male candidate for the cluster Manresa. Hello, Mr. Manresa. How are you feeling right now?
Physically not that well, but mentally and spiritually, I'm ready to answer your question.
All right. I hope you do get well very soon. And here's your question. Okay. The COVID-19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Unfortunately, this modality has opened a lot of setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. Now, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Again, your question is, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
Well, a lot of us were affected by this pandemic, especially as students in different aspects. May it be in education, in our health, in different aspects, mental health, spiritual health, and many more. Well, I do believe as an Atenean and Modelo Ateneo, I want to inspire others by showing them that there is always a light at the end of the darkness. We can surpass all of these challenges hand in hand, student to a student. Let's be a shoulder for them to lean on. Again, after all, despite these challenges, I do believe that Atenean can rise in different problems that they may face. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manresa. There you go. Now let me call in the male candidate of Cluster Montserrat. Hello, Mr. Montserrat. Before the question,
Hello,
do
sir.
you have
Good
any message? Any message to your cluster?
Well, thank you for your support. Thank you for the unconditional love that you gave me. And, I'm never going to disappoint you guys.
Okay, there you
Banat
go.
Montserrat.
Banat Montserrat. Here's your question. The COVID-19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Well, unfortunately, this modality has opened a lot of setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. As a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of online class setup of the institution? Again, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of online class setup of the institution?
Well, as an Athenian and to be the next Modelo, I think, is to carry a burning torch. It is like actions carried out by one to illuminate the lives of many. I think as an Athenian and a Modelo, that should be someone who is committed in educating others, regardless of what platform that is, through online platform or face-to-face platform. With online platform, we have the social media, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook accounts of Modelo that we could educate other people. Currently, I believe that we view mental health more from a lens of a disease, and we don't talk about that until it becomes a problem. When people are suffering from depression, anxiety, and suicidal tendencies. Instead, we should shift our focus and look mental health holistically, incorporating it onto our general healthcare and normalize conversations with my fellow Athenians and also to the youth that your feelings are valid and it is okay to not be okay. And to my fellow Athenians, I would like to knock on your hearts that if you see your friends struggling, remember that you really don't have to be mental health practitioners. What you should be is a mental health advocate. You just really have to share compassion and care towards them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Montserrat.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, we have the male candidate of Pamplona Cluster. Hello, Mr. Pamplona. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling nervous and excited at the same time.
All right, that's quite a rush of a feeling. But anyway, here's your question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready as ever.
Okay, great. Now, here's your question. The COVID-19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Unfortunately, this modality has opened various setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. As a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Once again, your question is, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
Thank you for the question. Mental health is a serious topic. Mental health is something that should not be taken lightly. As the pandemic occurs, we have been forced to online classes, and I know students or workers and everyone here has had our difficult times, and I do empathize with that. That is why I would want to use my platform to spread awareness that mental health matters and that we are all in this together. We should not be afraid to open up to our friends or loved ones or maybe even our boyfriends and girlfriends. Because we should also learn to check up on each other. Because at the end of the day, we are all in this together. Or in other words, as our school teaches us, to be men and women for others. So whenever you feel down, simply look up and know that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pamplona.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on, we shall have the male candidate of the Paris cluster. Hi, Mr. Paris. Before your question, do you have any message to everyone supporting you right now?
Good afternoon to you and to the judges. I just want to say to all the supporters out there that thank you for being here and thank you for joining us in this journey.
All right. Now, here's your question. The COVID-19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Well, unfortunately, this modality has opened various setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. Now, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Again, your question is, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
Good afternoon to everyone. I, as an Atenean myself who experiences online classes, also experience to difficult situations wherein I question my mental health and I experience a lot of struggles and challenges just like other students. And what I also think is the solution to this is to actually listen and to let the students feel that they have someone out there that they listen to and they could voice out their feelings too, because I think I as a student and I as a Modelo and a future sui generis leader think that mental health is an important case to the student, especially the youth, because um, in this our generation right now is more open to a lot of personalities and a lot of um, uh, character that every student should be able to express themselves freely and be aware that um, we shouldn't discriminate other people because it might affect their mental health. So I believe that in an online class setup, we should be able to uphold those ideals and values to our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Paris. Thank you. Up next, we have the male candidate of Cluster Rome. Hello, Mr. Rome. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling very great. A little excited even for this is the long-awaited Q&A portion of the Modelo Ateneo. Yeah.
Indeed. All right, that's awesome. Now we shall proceed to your question, and here's your question. The COVID 19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Unfortunately, this modality has opened various setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. As a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Again, your question is, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
We all have our setbacks due to the pandemic, but as an Atenean, what I can say is that during the pandemic, we all know that we are all limited to our homes and we can't go outside. And the feeling of being isolated, it really chips out on one's mental health. But as an extrovert myself, what I can do to help my fellow students and other people is to connect and communicate. Because at the end of the day, all we have is ourselves and the people around us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rome. There you go. Last but not the least, we have the male Modelo of Salamanca Cluster. Hi, Mr. Salamanca. Any message to your supporters before we go with your question?
Uh, Thank you for the support. If ever I have any supporters, that would be all.
Okay. Of course, you have your supporters. You have your Salamanca behind you. All right? All right, here's your question. The COVID 19 pandemic has reverted all forms of formal education to an online setup. This is to ensure safety of all members of the community. Unfortunately, this modality has opened various setbacks in learning. This has led to both faculty and students' mental and physical health decline. Now, for your question, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution? Again, your question is, as a member of the Atenean community, how can you promote optimum mental health in the face of the online class setup of the institution?
First of all, I would like to say thank you for that wonderful question. I would like to promote optimum mental health in the face of this pandemic with the use of proper time management. I, for one, have experienced mental health issues during this pandemic because of the fact that I wasn't able to, uh, firstly, adapt immediately after what happened with this pandemic. So I also was a late enrollee. So I literally had lots of struggles with how to cope up and perfect all of my subjects. So if I am given the chance to become Modelo Ateneo, I will be able to promote time management towards my fellow colleagues or classmates. I would raise programs and awareness about mental health as well in terms of them being able to handle their task properly, and as well as raising using my platform to raise awareness to the teachers as well, because I, for one, experienced that lots of works and tasks that are unnecessary for me or for lots of students. We think that a lot of tasks given to us are kind of unnecessary. So I think the system also must be changed. And if I am given the chance to become Modelo Ateneo, I will raise these questions or concerns to the school community or to the teachers as well, in order for the system to change and for my fellow colleagues and students to be given the voice or to speak up. I'll be the representative in the long run. That would be all.
All right, thank you, Mr. Salamanca.
Thank you po.
And that ends the question and answer portion for Modelo Ateneo 2022. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, what a challenging competition this is. Well, I was stunned by all of their answers to these questions.
Right? All the candidates did really well in answering those questions. It seems like our judges are having trouble choosing the best of the best answers from our candidates.
These candidates really deserve a golden finish. And all of them did really well in this year's Modelo Ateneo despite all of the struggles and difficulties that this pandemic brought.
Yes, of course, we are so grateful for their participation and effort in this event. However, once again, we would like to thank our sponsor. Thank you so much, Love and Styles, for our gorgeous outfits. Moving forward, let us all be entertained by an intermission number coming from the Blue Band and the Awitinista 2021 Grand Champion. Enjoy!
Tala, tala, tala. Ang ining ng mga talay nakikita ko sa iyong mga mata. Tala, tala, tala. Ang ining ng iyong mga mata ay nahanap ko sa mga tala. Siguro nga masyadong mabilis ang pag-inig ng puso ko para sa puso mo. Siguro nga ako ay makulit, ayaw makinig sa takbo ng isip. Hindi ko maipilit, tila ko'y nakalutang nasa langit, ngunit nalulunod sa iyong mga ngiti. At kung hanggang dito lang talaga tayo, ay hindi pa babayaan ang daang tinahak na kapiling ka. Umabot tayo hanggang dulo, kapit lang lumahigpit, aabutin natin ang mga tala. Tala, tala, tala. Ang ining ng mga tala nakikita ko sa iyong mga mata. Tala, tala, tala. Ang ining ng iyong mga mata ay nahanap ko sa mga tala. Maaaring kinabukasan ay mag-iba ng ihip ng iyong ninanais. Ngunit maaari bang kahit na pansamantala lang, ikaw muna ay maging akin. Tila ko'y nakalutang nasa langit, At kung hanggang dito lang talaga tayo, ay hindi pababayaan ang daang tinaak na kapiling ka. At kung umabot tayo hanggang dulo, kapitan ng mahigpit, aabutin natin ang mga tala, 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 tala. Ang hingin ng mga tala, nakikita ko sa iyong mga mata. Tala, tala, tala. Ang hingin ng iyong mga mata ay nahanap ko sa mga tala. Tala, tala, tala. Tala, tala, tala. Tala, tala, tala. Hindi man ako nilagay sa mundong ito para sa iyo. Parang nakatingin ang buong daigdig pag ako'y yakap-yakap mo. At kung hanggang dito lang talaga tayo, ay hindi pababayaan ang daang tinaak na kapiling ka. At kung umabot tayo hanggang dulo, kapit lang ng mahigpit, aabutin natin ang mga tala, 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 tala. Ang hingin ng mga tala'y nakikita ko sa iyong mga mata. Tala, tala, tala. Ang hingin ng iyong mga mata'y nahanap ko sa mga tala. Ang hingin ng mga tala'y nakikita ko sa iyong mga mata. Kita ko sa iyong mga mata. Ang hingin ng iyong mga mata'y nahanap ko sa mga tala.
Thank you for that fantastic performance, Blue Band and Awitanista.
The time has come that we announce the winners and the candidates who really stood out to this year's Modelo Ateneo. But before that, let us all witness the final walk of our Modelo Ateneo 2021 title holders and as they give their final message to the Ateneans. Let us all give them a big virtual round of applause.
Reminiscing my Modelo journey, an epiphany struck me. Time appears to move slower when we are in the moment. With this, I would like to thank all of those individuals that made every moment worthwhile. To the home we created, Angelica, Francine, Maki, the Salamanca cluster, and most especially to my mama and the Almighty God. I wouldn't be here without you. To the Ateneo institution, I thank you for the opportunity and experience despite the current circumstances. Continue to deliver excellent education, instilling the core values of what it means to be a Modelo Ateneo, an Atenean with cura personalis, magis, excellence, and fortis in fide. Joining Modelo has been one of my beloved adventures. It has been a catalyst of my growth and maturity. Furthermore, I commend the candidates for their courage and determination. You are all Modelo Ateneos, for the true victory is within you. This journey has been truly beautiful, and this is just the beginning. I am Kim Clippert, your female Modelo Ateneo 2021. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, our male and female Modelo Ateneo 2021. Let's give them a virtual round of applause, please. Now that the 2021 male and female Modelo Ateneo title holders are ready to pass their crowns, who do you think have risen above the odds and fought hard enough to be crowned as this year's Modelo Ateneo 2022?
Share your thoughts in the comment section below, Ateneans, and show your support to your cluster candidates using the hashtag Modelo Ateneo.
We are almost halfway to the final peak of this event. In only a matter of minutes, we will be moving to the most awaited part, the announcement of the winners for the major and minor awards, and of course, the crowning of the new Modelo Ateneo 2022. Are you excited, partner?
Yes, partner, definitely. But the question is, Ateneans, are you ready to know the winners? We shall now announce the winners, starting with the special ones. Mr. and Miss Photogenic.
Mr. and Miss Eloquent.
Mr. and Miss Atenean Choice Award.
Moving forward, the minor awards. Best in Production Number.
Best in Futuristic Attire.
Best in Filipiniana and Barong Tagalog Attire.
Best in Advocacy Video.
And now we are down to the major awards. Fourth, runners-up.
The third, runners-up.
Second, runners-up.
Male Modelo Ateneo 2022,
and our female Modelo Ateneo 2022. Congratulations to all participating candidates and to all the clusters for giving us such a great show today. Indeed, everyone have gone far and beyond our expectations.
yes indeed, and of course, congratulations to our newly crowned male and female Modelo Ateneo 2022. May your journey be fruitful, meaningful, and inspiring to our community.
Thank you for watching Modelo Ateneo 2022. Ad Mayorem de Gloria.